Welcome, folks. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for Atlanta, Jeff Teague and Lou Williams, the back. And holding down the middle, a tremendously hard-working and versatile big man out of the Dominican Republic, Al Horford. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's Millsap in at the 4 spot. And for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. And inside, a towering 7-footer, maybe the most imposing big man in the game. All-star center, Andrew Bynum. Then it's Alonzo G. And it's Thompson in at the 4 spot. And it's slammed in by Millsap. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Well, Mike Budenholzer, you know, the new coach of the Hawks, spent 19 years with the San Antonio Spurs, including 17 as an assistant. Well, you couldn't ask for a better teaching ground than that.
And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. John Jenkins checked in for Lou Williams. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Here's Thompson, and he jams it with authority.
Well, most of all, I just love the work he puts in on the offensive glass. So many of his points come on putbacks just because of sheer hustle.
And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night.
Here is Korver. Long range from the inbound. Can't hit. Now Cleveland moving it up. Waiters passes to G. Gets the bucket.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
And back to Budenholzer, who's with the Spurs for 19 years. Steve, the Spurs, the winningest team in pro sports over the last 15 years.
Yeah, I'm glad that Budenholzer has finally gotten his chance. I played for him for 4 seasons. He's a guy who loves the game. He's very dedicated, hardworking, and has learned from probably the best coach in the NBA during his time in San Antonio.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
And it's Teague, that time on the assist by Jenkins. Teague's got his first basket of the night.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
You know, one reason why the Cavs struggled, guys, throughout the season and eventually would find themselves back with the #1 pick was that they were really just terrible at home. Did nothing really to protect their home court. He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
So for the Hawks, Brand comes in for Paul Millsap, and Damari Carroll subbed in for Kyle Korver. There's the bucket, good. At times for teams on a road trip heading into Cleveland was a bit of a pit stop, just a break to catch their breath as Cavaliers were just not an intimidating team to play in this building.
No, not at all. In fact, they only amassed 14 home wins, which was the second fewest total in the entire NBA. So the Cavs have a long way to go, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel if you're a Cleveland fan. A lot of talent. They get Varejao back. This is an exciting season for the Cavs as we move forward.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Varejao. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Brand. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
And the Hawks making a change here. Williams is checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Feeds it to Miles. Waiters. He's guarded by Williams. Nice shot by Bennett. The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Stolen by Waiters. Bennett with it, working on Brand. Here's Varejao. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
In low to Brand. Just 3 on the clock. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Brand's got his first points of the game.
How about the delivery in the lane? Just perfectly done.
A good close contest so far. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Well, defense for the Hawks last season kind of night and day. They were 6th best in defensive efficiency, but really struggled defending the three-point line. Gave up way too many open looks out there.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, 2 lottery picks this year out of Canada. Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, taken 13th, and Anthony Bennett out of UNLV, the surprise first overall pick. With the presumptive #1 pick next season coming from Canada, it seems Canadians are taking over the NBA. Bennett said this shows that basketball is on the come-up in Canada. We have a lot of young talent, players in college right now, so the next couple of years should be good for us. Kevin?
Boy, you gotta like that. Thanks, Doris. Stolen by Waiters. Here's Bennett. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. And for the Hawks, a little undersized, Clark, as you were talking about. That might explain why at times they struggle to clear the board, Steve.
But you like the mobility of their front court players, particularly Al Horford, who is so good, able to switch pick and rolls, guard perimeter players, and still get back to rebound. And I think also the discipline he shows defensively. That was one of the strong suits of this team last year.
Dion Waiters checked in for Bennett. Now here's Williams, defended by Waiters. It's Brand with the drive. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Korver kicks to Brand. Thompson with the block. And now in transition is Jack. Here we go. Passes it to Schroeder. And it's blocked by Waiters. But they recover it. Here's Williams. The 17-footer goes down. Williams has got 4 this quarter. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Atlanta making a switch here. Teague's checked in.
You know, part of the struggles for Cleveland were defensive. You know, they were last in the league in field goal percentage defense, and when you have that number next to your team name, you're not going to win many games.
Here's Waiters. Gets it to go. 59 seconds left in the first half. Williams dishes to Millsap. Misses off the right iron. As you said, the Cavaliers, Clark, had a lot of problems defensively last year. They had firepower on this roster, but last season they lacked that gritty defender or two, Steve, that could really change a game with their defense.
Well, that's one of the reasons they signed Earl Clark from the Lakers in the offseason. Mike Brown thinking that Clark may be able to be a stopper on the perimeter. The big thing, though, with Brown is that his philosophy, the way he looks at the game, all comes from the defensive end. He'll have these guys playing hard. Oh, my God.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Atlanta.
For a long time, it's been about getting out and running for Atlanta, and that was really one of the strengths of the team last season as well. Really one of the better teams in fast break points in the league.
The Hawks trailing. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Horford's got his second basket of the night.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of it.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, 2 good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Bynum. And Jarczyk is subbed in for Dion Waiters.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
12 seconds left to play in the first half.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
What a better way to get through your month.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
We're seeing the Hawks unable to defend against Bennett.
He's got 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. There was a lot of speculation on what the Cavs would do leading up to last summer's draft. No clear-cut number one, and they had a handful of guys to select from and even tried to shop the pick. Ultimately, they shocked everyone and took Anthony Bennett first overall. They're hopeful it works out as well as their last few number one picks, guys.
Yeah, great young player and certainly a stand-up individual. Thanks, Doris. And he sinks the second.
You know, it's really hard to say that Lady Luck hasn't been smiling on the Cavs in the past few years. LeBron was lost a few years back, but ever since then, they've had tremendous luck in the NBA draft lottery and had the first overall pick in 2 of the last 3 years.
And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Atlanta, a 2-point game. Here's Waiters, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Going back to what you said about the Cavs, great luck for them indeed with 2 number ones in 3 years. That's definitely how you turn a franchise around.
Well, you got to make sure you hit on those draft picks. And as of right now, I would say only Kyrie Irving is a sure thing. Dion Waiters, the jury's still out. Tristan Thompson looks like a nice player. He's getting better. And we'll find out with Anthony Bennett.
It's stolen by G.
That pass never had a chance there. His timing was perfect in going after that steal.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Horford defended by Waiters.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And the Hawks making a change here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's G in a strong finish with 2 hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
And Anthony Bennett picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Horford. 6 points for him. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Millsap. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 8 points for Paul Millsap.
Good job there, recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
The Hawks last season weren't really a bad offensive team, but they did have one of the more memorable offensive nights, and not for anything positive. In the January game against a tough Bulls team, the Hawks only scored 58 points over the course of the entire game.
As you said, the Hawks had one of the worst offensive nights, Clark, in the NBA. But overall, we're a solid offensive team right around the middle of the league. Steve just goes to show what can happen when a team goes cold.
Yeah, when you don't have that one guy who you can always lean on to score. I mean, there are going to be some nights where everything just misses, and I think that was the case that game against Chicago. It was kind of bizarre, but hey, over the course of 82 games, it's going to happen.
Shot's good. 8 points for Al Horford.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Varejão's shot is good.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
The Hawks trail by 4. It's Williams with the drive. And yes, sir, that one drops. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
And stolen by Williams. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Tipped away. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go with Raiders. Running it up the court. Williams with the block. And Millsap, here we go. The game now all time. He's got 10.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
Back to Irving. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot by Bennett, no good. Hawks have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Teague can't hit.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
4 seconds left. No good.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Williams with the ball, and it's Waiters picking him up to take the lead, and it's Williams laying it in. Williams has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Atlanta. G passes to Bynum, tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Eldon Brand's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks leading. And there's the call on Bynum. That's foul number 2 for him. Horford fires, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
A little over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
And if you're already boxed out, you got to try to work to get around. Otherwise, it's a surefire foul.
Here's Brand. Atlanta again missing. The Cavaliers shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Offensive rebound. Bynum. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a real barn burner.
Well, I think it already is. I mean, we're going to find out which team tightens up under the pressure and which one can stay poised.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Paul Millsap's checked in for Horford. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Schroeder. In low to Brand. Stolen by Thompson.
I didn't really expect him to turn it over as many times as he has in the second half. It's caught me by surprise because before the break he only had one.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Teague. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Al Horford is checked in for Elton Brand.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And the second of 2 is good. That ties the game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Teague. Irving's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Millsap kicks to Corbin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 2.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Korver's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Thompson nails both of them.
That was essential that he cashed in on those free throws. They're within 1 possession.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And it's checked in for Cleveland. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Irving kicks to G. The dish to Bynum. It's good. A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, what a basket and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
Hawks shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Here's Teague. Here's Millsap. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, he's one of the more aggressive defenders in the league, always using his hands, challenging every shot.
To some, he might appear to be a little reckless at times, but, guys, he does commit his fair share of fouls, but he also comes away with his steals. I think you got to give him that latitude because he makes productive plays more times than not. Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
And there's the goal on Lewis Williams. That will get him his 4th foul of the game and give the bonus. We'll head to the line for 2. He knocks down the clutch free throw. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. Teague gets to Corbin. Teague. Count it! What a difference in this crowd right now, Clark.
Yeah, they're breathless, nervous, and quiet.
Yeah, wow. It is quiet time, Clark. You got that right. That was a huge shot.
And so they foul intentionally.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 1. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Atlanta making some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. And Elton Brand subbed in for Paul Millsap. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And the free throws make things a lot more simple for them. Now you just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Irving up top, defended by Cunningham. It's stolen by Jenkins. The drive by Scott. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Timeout called Cleveland. They trail by 4. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, the way to go here, you got to get a quick basket and then a foul. That's the only course of action at this point.
And it's key who they foul. Don't send an excellent free throw shooter to the line.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
Here is Verjak. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Atlanta calls timeout. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Teague kicks to Millsap. The 3-ball. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Time. We've got overtime action now, folks. Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke on our sideline, and this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the Hawks to start out. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Ball's knocked loose. Now the feed to Waiters. Takes the lead. Waiters got the first basket here in overtime for the Cavs.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
And that one's good.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
And here we go with Kyrie Irving. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. That's the first, and that gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
That was critical, guys. Absolutely critical. And, you know, that's what we're used to seeing out of him.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Off the inbound, and it's slammed in by T. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
And Thompson throws it down.
Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game. Those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
Waiters. Second shot opportunity. Here's Bynum. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
That's big. I mean, once he got to the line with the opportunity to take the lead, he did not want to blow it.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, he looked cool on both of them, didn't he? Clutch work at the line in a very tense moment of the game.
Here's Waiters. Oh, draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line. Williams. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Atlanta making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. John Jenkins checked in for Atlanta. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead. And for the Hawks, they're shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively.
Yeah, he'll make a walk of shame back to the bench. He gets to watch the rest from the sideline.
Jarrett Jack is checked in for Kyrie Irving. And he does get the second one, and that ties the game up. Well, Cleveland shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Waiters. Money!
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Here's Horford. It's good. This game is all even.
I don't think they can afford to foul here, Kevin.
Now they're over the limit. You know, what they need to do is just play smart defense.
Now here is Jack. This is the Waiters. Pass to G. It's in! Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 2. 7 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
Hawks making a switch here. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. Here's Schroeder. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. And the Cavaliers call time here. Stolen by Brand. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. Well, we thought we might wrap it up in regulation. Then it looked like overtime number 1 might yield a winner. But instead, the overtime periods are piling up. And guys, still no winner yet. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
And Waiters kicks to Carson. G dishes to Bergeron. And that one's good.
Heads-up play there, guys. On the assist and the finish.
Poked away. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk clock coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
And the foul on Jarrett Jack. That's his first foul. Into Millsap. It's stolen by Jack.
Not to be unexpected, a bit of nerves here, I think, in overtime.
Absolutely. That's 2 turnovers, and that's going to be huge as this one winds down.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jack passes to Bennett. No good with the triple. The Hawks trailing. Millsap kicks to Jenkins. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jenkins got 4 points in the quarter.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Waiters buries it.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Hawks shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Here's Millsap. They shoot again. Nails it. A huge shot to tie it up. Absolutely critical chance right here.
Yeah, they need this one to go their way, Kevin.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Schroeder, he's checked in for John Jenkins. And so both free throws are good. And it's a two-point ball game. Here's Schroeder. Outside Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Horford. It falls! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Cavaliers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. He sinks the clutch free throw. Second one is good. Aim both at the line, and it's a two-point ball game.
Just clutch work. That's all you can say. A little bit of defense now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 23 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. What do you think, guys?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
Gustavo Ayon is checked in for the Hawks. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And thanks to those free throws right there, it becomes a 2-possession game.
Here's Cunningham. But they'll get another chance. Outside Teague. The Hawks again can't hit. Here comes Jack. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'll be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
And we see the Cavaliers get the win here. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly, but I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champion here in this one.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Deion Waiters.